before I go on stage for a big event or a big keynote or a mass meditation, when I notice nerves coming up or fear coming up, and I think all that stuff's natural, I'll oftentimes, or the imposter syndrome stuff for sure, I will pause and I'll check in with where that fear or nervousness or discomfort is coming from before going on stage, before public speaking. And most of the time, it's coming from some type of a concern around how people will perceive me. Yeah. What will they think? Will I impress them? Will they, think I'm a big goofball? Will they think I'm a phony, right? Will they want to roll their eyes, right? So much of that discomfort before going on stage comes from how I'm going to be perceived. And in those moments when I can see that, lovingly, I'll remind myself, I don't do this thing to be seen a certain way. I don't get on stage to give a talk or to guide a mass meditation so that people can think a certain way of me. I do this because what I'm going to do on stage, the practice of meditation or the story I'm going to share, is going to help somebody. And I do this to be of service to the community. So those that will like it and find meaning in it, or it might lead to action for them, will. And those that don't fuck with it or think of whatever of me are going to. That's okay. I'm doing this because of the people that are here to get value out of what I have to say or what I have to guide. When I can bring myself back to that place and just trust that that's really ultimately all it is, it's like all that concern around what people will think of me or the judgment around myself melts away. It goes back into service.
Yeah, man. I think that just eases all the tension there, because like you said, you spoke to the worry and fear is coming from a fear of perception about yourself. And when it's not about you, but who you get to serve, then it's like, okay, let me just be a conduit. Let me just show up to be of service, and that the anxiety will dissolve, And I think that it can still show up, right?
Of course, it still does.
Anybody who's in the public light, anybody who's sharing in a bigger way on bigger stages in front of cameras, whatever it is, it's like a continual check-in and like easing that part of yourself that is scared. And for whatever reason, wherever that stems from, and you can dive into that. And right. I think the more you do it, the less frequent it is, but also the bigger your light shines, it'll be a new level of confrontation within yourself of seeing, checking in where that point is.